Alafu wewe youth mwenye unataka kutoka kwa keja ya mzae ama kwa keja ya mkoro, wewe jua tu huku nje usitoke kwa hiyo keja juu ya peer pressure. Huku nje nakwambia ni kusavage. Ni kusavage design. Ushaona umebakisha chwani, token ina dedi, lakini bado unasikia njaa. So unajiangalia unasema, nikule ido nikae kwa giza ama nilipe token nikae kwa njaa. Wewe unataka kutoka huko nje, tunaona mabeste zako hatijui wana have their freedom. Kuna venye sijui mechi utakupeleka dem mechi, sijui uko nayo freedom kulewa, kutumia drugs vile unataka. Usiwahi toka kwa keja mzee na hiyo mindset. Ushaona unalipa rent hivi, alafu after 10 minutes gas yako inaisha. Sasa inabidi tena uanze kurudi mjengo. Hey, mimi nakwambia hapa Nairobi si mchezo. Nairobi nakwambia hata uwezi zuba. Ati wewe ni ule mwenye tunaona opportunity, buda opportunities zinakuwa grabbed. Wewe jua tu ni kunoma huku hivi, usitoke kama uko prepared.
7.5 million jobless youth in Kenya, and your greatest concern is if the president is from your tribe, if the CS is from your community. 7.5 million jobless youth, and your concern is your tribe. A failing healthcare system, an education system with no direction, a transport system that is not completely functional. We do not have proper road networks in Kenya. Companies shutting down, and your greatest concern is if the president is from your community. It means Kenyans have not become desperate enough. Wakenya hawajakula shida ila wafike mahali where the only thing you're thinking about and the only thing you want is good governance. And until people get to the point where the only thing you want is good governance, and you don't have time for sideshows and for things that don't make sense, and the only thing you want is good governance, then we have a very long way to go. Like, this fight for good governance is beginning to seem like a dream that cannot be achieved and cannot be attained because Kenyans themselves do not want to be liberated. You're seeing Kenyans online talking about two-term and talking about their communities and having a CS from their community and having a president from your community. Meanwhile, nothing in this community or nothing in your community or in your country is functioning, and that is where your mind is going. No conversations on good governance, no conversations on how jobs can be created, no conversations on how the healthcare system can work or be improved. People have now gone back to my community this, my tribe this.
We're going through what is called stagflation, which is recession and inflation at the same time. Yeah, stagflation. You have recession, so you're not growing, and you have inflation at the same time. So you use instruments, and any instrument you use. So if you want to curb inflation, you raise interest rates, right? Mm-hmm. Then things become too expensive. Nobody can afford. So prices look for the level people can afford, and you bring down inflation. But what happens when you have stagflation is that you increase recession. You fast track in recession. In other words, people stop growing even faster. All right?
Yes.
Now, when you want to change inflation, right? Okay, you lower interest rates like they're trying to do. Okay, right? When you want to now change a recession, right? So you lower interest rates so people have more money, but then you get inflation.
So bado zinakutania hapo judo.
So those instruments we know. The problem is that stagflation is the worst economic crisis for a country. When you're not growing and you have inflation at the same time. Those instruments, one affects the other. You lower interest rates, you increase recession. You raise interest rates, you increase inflation. All right? So the only way a government can deal with that problem is through tax. Giving people money other than the systems. So I cut your tax, I don't increase.
But no.
So I give you money, right, for some growth. You understand? From the government. I give you relief. But they can't do that because they've got a big debt problem. 70% of every 100, 70 shillings of every 100, they pay debt. Today I see the Business Daily has done something. They are talking about 1.9 trillion going to debt, right? Over 4.2 trillion budget.
But they were left with a
they're looking at
dilapidated
4.2.
account.
They're looking at 4.2 instead of looking at what are the expected tax returns, because you measure on your tax, not on further debt.
The coffers
As
were empty.
revenue you take as tax. So that is 70% of all the taxes we give Kasongo, give Zakayo, that go towards debt.
But the coffers
That
were
he-
empty.
Yeah, that's why. That's why.
So he's trying to...
No, but that's why. He has not changed it. When he found it, it was at 60%.
No?
70.
But let me
Because
ask.
he's borrowing more and more.
But let me ask, and I'm asking you, and also on behalf of Raila Odinga, I'm asking on behalf of Atoli is also on the other side. I'm asking on behalf of Uhuru Kenyatta, if this guy is so bad as we're being told, how did he end up on that seat with all of you brainies, sir?
Which brain is?
I'm saying with all you guys bright minds, how did one person pass all of you?
This is normally. Come on, you guys. You know, you guys have really got to start analyzing Siasa. I'm glad Wafula is here. You see, Siasa, when people go to vote, I want you to remember this. When people go to vote, in most instances, people vote for themselves. That's why tribe was always a very big thing. You look for your tribesman, you're voting for yourself, unaweka X. So it's very easy when you talk about tribe, because you can say these are numbers. Then you have tribal kings. This was all set up by the Mzungu, right? And partnerships, and then you win. Okay. What William Ruto did, because he knows he's coming from a tribe that maybe is about 13% of the vote of the country, right?
Yeah.
Is that this is not enough. All right?
Sometimes it's the simple D.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that this is not enough. All right? It's not
It's not enough.
not enough. So he stuck to the partnership of Uhuru, because Uhuru brought Kikuyus. All right?
Yeah.
And then said, I've supported him twice.
Like a kumi.
So he expanded his reach. All right?
Yes.
The gamer community. Then he coined a very interesting phrase. Very interesting phrase called hustler. Most Kenyans are hustlers. He identified with Kenyans on the basis that I'm a hustler like you. I'm a have-not. Even I went to school without shoes. I'm a have-not like you. See, most Kenyans are have-nots.
Yes.
There are very few haves.
Yes.
And said, look at Uhuru. He left his birth to go to State House, silver spoon. Raila was born even he was the son of a vice president. These were wados. Me, I'm a chicken farmer. I'm a hustler like you. He expanded his tribe to have-nots and got elected. While the rest, nobody quite knew their messaging. When you start saying Ruto'S are thief, how many Kenyans are thieves? See, the hustlers are also thieves, some of them. When you say they are this, then he went to the church and said, you see, I'm a humble Christian. Hao wengine wanakunywa pombe. How many mothers go to church? He expanded his tribe. He became you.
Does it not make
So
him
you
smart?
X'd. So you X'd him.
Does it not make him smart?
The politics of have-nots is very dangerous. In other countries like Vietnam, there was a man called Pol Pot who did the same thing. And when the have-nots got in with him, he said, now I take from the haves. Because he had to appease his so-called theory of bottom-up. And it caused the death of over 5,000 people. All right? He ended up going to ICC, was convicted for life. Pol Pot. So it's a very dangerous game. You don't separate society. Remember what I told you, we all want the same things. Basically for our homes, ourselves, our families, our world, our country.
True that.
So why are you separating us? If Daktari, you have got money, do you think other people don't want money? They want.
They want.
But they don't have to take it from you. Do they?
No.
There's more than enough to create. But this mentality is sold for political division. So he gets in. Is he the have-not? The Ruto I see on TV is no longer the hustler. I see him with watches that cost 30 million shillings. So I'm asking, you still believe this guy? I see him take plane trips that are worth hundreds of millions of shillings, hire planes. This is the hustler. This is the kuku farmer. The one who went to school with barefoot because Kenyans are living like him on their money. It was a con. So why do you listen to con men? Why do you listen to him anymore?
What if he makes it
Election
for a second
cycles
term?
in this country, after you're elected, you have about 2 years. Third year Kenyans define you. He was defined even before that.
Wow.
He was defined as a liar, as a thief. You still listen to him? I don't even care what he says. It doesn't make any difference to my life. It won't to anybody's. So, why do you waste time? This is somebody to chase away like yesterday. He's now just a waste of our taxes.
What if he makes it through the second term?
No, he won't. He won't.
Are you sure it's a one term? It's a one term through the reality, sir.
He's done. He may even end before that.
Oh,
He's
come
done.
on.
Who you?
The Constitution gives him privilege of 5 years.
Who told you that? Where does it say that?
Unless he resigns or
No,
proves
it
insanity.
does not say 5 years. Please. We even have a case in court on that. My deputy Willis is in court over that matter. There's no way in the Constitution that says 5 years. It says the election shall be held within the 5th year. Within the 5th year is next year. All right? August 9th. That is within. The next one is outside of the 5th year. So there's no way it says he has 5 years. No. So please, William Ruto is done. And I hope it's a lesson for Kenyans. We must never go back to this sort of nonsense. Never. The greatest thing I've seen is that young people are now involved. Before they used to think politics is something for other people. It doesn't affect their lives. It affects every part of you, everything about your life. Not some of it, all of it. The life you live, ni hiyo siasa. That government that is there affects your life directly. Not indirectly. Directly.
I hear you.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go. Like yesterday. Bye.
Ati black chocolate ni fine melanin bana kutoka nikapate. Kanapenda kenye mi wanapenda so kanapenda toto chupa na haga nono.
Madam na kudai umedunga mini na unapenda mangwai. Una dance fit unawacha nikismile ama niko high you realize I'm nice.
Kono moja mbele, gine yende rembe, pile up, yoni